It's not every day that you hear business influencers talk about their personal and business lives. You see the highlights, the fancy cars, the lavish lifestyle, and the accomplishments, but that's the part of reality they want you to see. I'm Coach Nikki Divine. I've launched, built, and scaled hundreds of businesses. I went from living in my car to building a 7-figure cleaning and handyman business in less than a year. I thought money would fix my problems, especially my family issues, but I was sadly mistaken. I quickly learned money doesn't fix what's broken inside or buy happiness. Because money can't heal trauma. The only way to heal from trauma is to confront what has traumatized you. About a year or so ago, I moved from Houston back to Brooklyn. After moving to Brooklyn the third time, I thought that I finally moved to a place where I could rest and settle my spirit. But I felt like I had unfinished business with myself. My journey to heal led me to Thailand. After living in New York and launching a successful cleaning and packing company in Brooklyn, I packed up, gave the majority of my belongings to strangers in my family. I was like, look, whoever wants this TV, you can have it. I felt like, Oprah, you get a TV, you get a couch, you get this piece of art. I gave all these things away because I was ready to go. So I packed up my child. I took a 32-hour flight from Houston to Bangkok. And at 38, I wasn't looking to escape. I wanted peace. I needed space. I needed time to heal from my exes and my family. And I needed to remove myself from certain environments. I wanted to be able to breathe and build something new. Not only that, I've been wanting to help people heal for years. Here I am, rebranding and starting over. When the world started shifting and Trump got elected, I knew I had to move, even if it was just for a while. And now I'm documenting the unfiltered journey of starting over, living abroad, building a new life, a new career, and a business from scratch again. Follow me as I document living my life in a new country after leaving the United States to start life over at 38, sell my businesses. I'm going to scale 2 of them and move over 200 people to Bangkok to heal and form a community here with me. I will officially be moved to Thailand in 48 hours. I'm tired. I'm really tired. This has been the most difficult move of my life. My cousin just died and I was totally not expecting that. I wasn't expecting that at all, but most of us don't expect when someone's going to die. Life is so short. I just was talking to him the other day and that's been hard. You know, he has children. Some of his children aren't even out of high school, and I really believe that my cousin died from stress. His dad died, my Uncle Lewis. Some of you may remember when I was talking about my uncle that passed away, the one that I knew was going to die. I saw it, I had a vision. I was told that he would pass away, and he did. This is his son. So first, my grandfather passed away. I was very close to my grandfather. My Uncle Lewis and my uncle, I had an uncle named Charles Ray, he's passed as well. They all took care of me. My grandfather told them to, and they did a really good job doing that. And Lamont is my Uncle Lewis's son. Since the day I met Lamont, he got on my nerves. Like, if I had a list of cousins that stressed me out the most, he would be at the top. Lamont, his personality, Lamont said whatever was on his mind, and I say what's on my mind. So sometimes you can only imagine how that went. But he was like that with everyone. Lamont was the type of person that would just say some crazy stuff and get on your nerves, he would just say some annoying random stuff. I was dating someone, so I was engaged to this guy, and we all met at Papados. It was my family, me and my ex, and we were all at Papados, and Lamont kept calling my ex-boyfriend a Mexican. And my ex-boyfriend is not really friendly like that. He wasn't very family-oriented, and I'm like, Lamont, chill. And he's half Korean and black. So long story short, Lamont just started saying some crazy things at the table, and him and we ended up getting into it. I almost cut Lamont at dinner in front of the whole family. Lamont had the ability to get on your nerves to the point where you want to put your hands on him, okay? But at the same time, he's like that one cousin that you just can't live without. He was a light. He was always saying some funny, crazy, off the wall type stuff. And I'm really going to miss him. I'm going to miss Lamont. So I've been dealing with that, and it's been kind of rough. I was so excited about moving to Thailand, and you know, that made me realize not only is life short, but I may not be able to come back and forth for funerals. So it's getting real. To Thailand it is.